So if you're thinking about purchasing a luxury high-rise condo here in Houston, Texas, well, today we're gonna be looking at 3 different buildings in 3 different areas. One in Hermann Park Medical Center area, one in the Galleria area, and you're not gonna wanna miss the one in Midtown because it has a rooftop pool on the 15th floor with downtown views. We're gonna be going over the prices of these units, also the HOA fees in the building, because if you didn't know, it goes building by building on what the HOA fees are per month. We're also gonna be looking at what's around in the Midtown area. So we got a lot to look at. And the reason I'm squatting down is because so you can see the beautiful architecture of this first luxury high-rise building that we're gonna be looking at. But let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right, guys, so this first building here, it's right here in the Hermann Park Medical Center area. I mean, you have literally Hermann Park right here. Let me show you guys. This is the clubhouse to Hermann Park Golf Course. The driving range is right there. I mean, you're literally right across the street from the park. I mean, you can hop on, start running, start biking through the Hermann Park. If you're not familiar with Hermann Park, it goes all the way through the zoo. I mean, it's just very beautiful, but you're right here. A lot of people that live here work in the medical center because, of course, the medical center is right here. But look at this beautiful building, the architecture. I love the way they did it. You know, it's very spacious. Your entryway with the roundabout valet right here. You do have some commercial use here that is not being, there is a restaurant that's very popular, St. or David Street right here at the corner. So you have a nice luxury restaurant at the end. There's a little cafe right here at the bottom too. But just look at the architecture of this building. So on this building, this is the owner side. These are all the condos on the North Tower are for purchase. This building over here, it was back in the day where they were both combined, but long story, it's now a rental property, meaning these are apartments on this side, but all on the North Tower, which we're gonna be looking at, these are all owners. So they all purchased their condo here, but just look at the architecture of this building here. Very beautiful, and I love the entryway, just as spacious with the entry and the valet and the wraparound circle driveway here. And it's really windy today, so my hair is kind of blowing, but who cares? So let's go ahead, let's check out this first unit. So as you notice, well, you will notice, the buildings that we go to, of course, there's mid-rise buildings too, but today we're looking at some of the high-rise buildings. Going to go over some of the HOA stuff and all that good stuff. But as you can see, they all have valet parking right here. So valet parking for the guests, so you can just pull up, or if you're going to work on anything, they'll bring your car down so you have it ready to go. But this is the valet parking area. Also, when you're entering the building, you have the security here too. So you can't get in unless you have the card, which I do have the card on me to get into here. And then of course, this is the lobby area. And then we have our concierge over here. And then anytime you need anything, the concierge will be right here that can let you in, let your guest in. Like if you have packages, they take the packages, you get your packages. If you have food deliveries, that's what your concierge for is here. So they're here 24/7. 24/7, the concierge will be here. Now as we come over here, you're gonna see a couple little office areas, cubicles that you can use. This is part of course, your HOA dues. You do have the conference room here that you can reserve, check out, book your meetings, or even just come down and work. A lot of people just come down and work, you reserve it. This is part of what you pay for. You know, again, when you're living in a condo, high-rise luxury living, these are the amenities that you get. Good morning. Now I'm gonna take you over here to the media room that they have here. So this is, get these lights on, the media room. So this media room is here. Of course, there's a table, there's a sink. You can use this at any time. You reserve it, you come down, use, I think there's like 2 or 4 hour blocks that you can use it. Some people just come down, watch the games, football games, basketball games. You know, just the residents that live here, you can watch it with them and just hang out. But this is one of the amenities that you get as well too. So let's go ahead and let's head up to the other amenities now. Turn off these lights. So first we're gonna go, I guess before we go up to the unit, since we're already looking at amenities, we'll go ahead and check out the gym. So this building has 29 floors. 29 floors, if I can get this to turn around. 29 floors with, I think, 394 residents in this building. But now we're going to the gym. Now, one thing I like about this building is the gym is huge. You have this whole floor dedicated to the gym. Some buildings, they just have small little sections, small little area, but you have the whole floor here, which is the 6th floor. Oh, also what I missed is right here. They just recently did this in this building. You have a hydro massage chair that you can reserve. Let's see if anyone's in there. Oh, let's check it out. So you have this hydro massage chair. It's like a water massage chair that you can reserve. Again, the amenities you get when you're living in a building. You also have some of these rooms here, which they're locked right now, but they're private rooms that have mirrors and stuff that you can work out in. So here's the gym. So you can notice you have your machine weights all here. You have a yoga room. A lot of people use that to do their own thing. They have the big screen TV right here, you know, to work out. But this is a big room here, big room. Of course, all the machine weights. They have the treadmills, Stairmaster, the ellipticals and things like that here. And then they have the free weights over here. You have a squat rack on the end over there, another squat rack there, and the dumbbells here. You also have, of course, vending machines, things like that. But you have the free weights. And then over here, they're going to have a little boxing area. Check this out. Little boxing area as well, so you can get your morning punches in, which I heard is really good cardio, right? And then we have the men's locker room right here. Now in the men and women's locker room, they have a sauna and a steam room in there, right? Which is really nice. So you have this whole 6th floor, free weights, your machines. I mean, just look at the views when you are walking, right? You have views right over Hermann Park. In this building over here, there's the medical center. You usually see the helicopters flying in and stuff over there too. But these are the views you get. Actually, let's get a closer look. So of course the treadmills were there. You can see just the views you get when you're running and working out. These are the views that you get. Really nice. So now we're gonna head up to the pool area. Oh, also I forgot to mention is, remember the steam room and the sauna and the men's side? Well, the women's side's right here. They have the same thing. They have a shower in there as well too, that you could use. Some people use it, but you live here, so you just go up, take a shower. But some people that are on the go, they may take a shower, but you have a sauna, steam room, all in this. Again, this is part of your HOA, the amenities that you get. So when you're picking a building, which we still got 2 others to see today, there's many buildings in Houston. There's mid-rises, of course the high-rises, and they're gonna all have an HOA fee, which has the amenities. So, and every building's different on what amenities they have. So when we go tour buildings, we're gonna tour a few different buildings because every building is different. This building is different than there's a building literally 2 minutes away that's built in a different year. This was built in 2006, that was built in 1970s, but it's totally remodeled, different amenities, price points are different, HOA is different. So if this is something that you're looking at getting, we're definitely gonna be looking at different buildings to kind of see what fits best for you, amenity-wise, of course cost-wise, and all that jazz. But now we're going to the pool area. So this is the pool area floor. Residents do live on this floor, but this is the way to the pool and the clubhouse area. And this pool area is on the 7th floor, which would be right above the gym. Now check this out. Some of these units, like these units here, on the 7th floor, they have a way bigger patio. The 7th floor is the only floor that has, look how big this patio is. They have that view. All the other patios are standard, going all the way up, right? Just the 7th floor, they have a bigger patio, but you're also right here on the floor where I guess people can look over too. But this is the pool area. As you can see, they already have the workers out here cleaning, doing things to the pool area. They have a fire pit right here at night. It's really nice, sit down, glass of wine, fire pit's on, just enjoying and relaxing. But here's the pit, you have the cabanas, waterfall, a grill over there, and a grill over here. Of course, this amenity opens at 10 a.m. and it closes at 10 p.m. Actually, the pool actually is open right now, 7 a.m. because people actually do morning swims down here in the morning. So 7 a.m. the pool opens, the clubhouse opens, but everything closes at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. you got to get out. You know, you can't party here all night. People do live here, a lot of professionals. So that's the difference when you're living in a luxury high-rise. These people, they live here. This is their home, right? So now let's check out the clubhouse area. Looks like they had an event yesterday, which you're allowed to do. You're allowed to rent out your clubhouse area, of course, for a cost. If you want it privately just for you, you can do that. But here's the clubhouse. Looks like they had maybe a baby shower yesterday with those balloons. But you have TV area, TV's over here. Of course, couches, little bar stool. There's a pool table there, 2 ping pong tables. And this is all free to use. You can come in right now, like I'm in here right now. I can bust out my laptop, do some work. Also, if you had some friends come over, you can come in, put your food here. There's a sink here, just put your food back here. You're not reserving it privately, but you can put your stuff here. You guys can come, sit right here, have your food, have your little ice chest, some drinks, you know. But of course, other people will be in here as well if they wanted. But if you wanted to rent this out privately, you can. You just got to get with the management. Then over here, of course, this little water fountain. And then we have views that you can come check out of the medical center, Galleria, the golf course right here. You have also Miller Outdoor Theaters right there. If you can see, there's a brown rooftop. If I can get it. Where'd you go? Right there. There it is. Right. If I get my finger in the camera, right there. That brown rooftop. That's the Miller Outdoor Theater. They have free concert events where you can go, you can sit on the lawn, bring some wine, some drinks for the kids, bring your wagons, sit on the lawn. They have like the Houston Symphony, they have Hispanic, they have just different things going on. Throughout the year, they always have free events, so you can just walk over there, drive over there, Miller Outdoor Theater. Of course, a lot of people come from the suburbs down here just for these free concerts, and if you live here, you're literally right there with the golf course, driving range right there as well too. So that's you know, I know we're still early on, we still have some other buildings to tour, but that's what you get with luxury high-rise living. You get the amenities. Yes, the HOA, people say HOA is higher, but the HOA for the things that you get offset, you know, the things that you would do. And if you didn't see my other video, the pros and cons of high-rise living, I'll drop it somewhere right here. You can check that out, or I'll leave it at the end of this video. Oh, also at the Miller Outdoor Theater, like here, when they have like 4th of July or New Year's, they have fireworks downtown that you can see over here. Well, here they have a fireworks show that's literally right here. Like you can see it really, really well. All right. And then this side, of course, here's the pool table, Here is ping pong table, another ping pong table, little table, and then this side just has another little terrace that you can sit out. More seating there too. Again, bring your laptop, come do some work, read a book. They have surround sound systems all throughout as well too. But this is the main amenity here. Your pool area, your clubhouse. Now we're gonna head up to the unit so you can check out the unit as well. Oh, and you do have restrooms down here. You have a restroom over here. You have a women's restroom on this side too. So, what do you guys think so far, right? I know we've only saw the amenities of this building, but we're gonna go up to the unit now. I was gonna show just the unit first, but since we started with the amenities downstairs from, the valet, the concierge, the media room, might as well continue with the amenities. Now we'll go up to the unit now. All right, so we're here on the 18th floor in this unit. So this unit is 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms with a half bath. A lot of these units, just that half bath is a bonus. They don't always come standard. Your 1 bedrooms will have like a 1 bedroom, 1 full bath. Your 2 bedrooms might have 2 bedrooms, 2 full bath, but this one has that half bath. So as we enter here, you're gonna have your laundry here, side by side that you could use, right? The 1 bedroom units, usually you're gonna have a stackable area for your washer and dryer. The 2 bedrooms, you have the space for the side by side. So here's your kitchen area. Little breakfast bar here for bar stools. Of course, you can create this area how you would want, but looks like they had a dining table, breakfast table here, living area there. But again, you can redesign what would be best to put, or some people might just eat up here. You do have some space here, small little table, either a round cocktail table. I might put that here to have more space in the living area for my couch and TV. But even though you would just have a little walkway, but if you decorate it nice, and then you can put that table here. But here is the kitchen, your cabinetry, of course your fridge. This is your water heater, I believe. Sure is. So this view, when you're buying a mid-rise or luxury high-rise, this is a high-rise. One of the most important things is the view, right? Which way are you facing? And believe it or not, when you're buying a condo, depending on how high you are, is a premium. On what level you are is a premium, where the price could go up if you're, higher. Also the view, which way are you facing? Are you facing downtown, where you have a straight view of downtown every morning? Or are you facing like this, we're facing west? We do get a little bit of area of the south and the pool area here, but you're facing west. They do have some units for sale with downtown views, clear shot of downtown, very beautiful, but some of those units are not available to be seen today, so we're seeing this one here. Now, so here's your half bath right here, half bath for your guests. Again, this is a bonus because a lot of units in luxury condos don't have that bonus half bath. So here's the bedroom here. I believe this is the primary bedroom. Love the windows going all the way up. You do have your shades there. They put little window shades here, but this is all could be open for you, right? And then here is your closet space. And then here is your bathroom. 2 sinks, shower tub combo. Looks like this is original. There's some units where they renovated the whole thing, made the whole thing glass, stand-up shower only, eliminated the tub. But again, when we go shopping for condos, those are the things we'll be looking for to see what fits you best. But now we'll head to this other side. I believe this is just a little closet. So here's another bedroom, the second bedroom here. Closet space. Then we have a full bathroom here. So this one does not have 2 sinks, just 1 sink, and your shower tub combo. Everything's original on this unit here. Looks like they redid the floors though. The floors are nice. I like the floors. And this bedroom gets a view of the beautiful pool, resort style, which that's where we just were down there. Sorry if I sound a little congested. I am. Of course, with the pollen here in Houston right now, a lot of people are just having just a little congestion. So the pricing for this unit, right? So the price for this unit, this is a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath and a half. It's a little over 1,200 square feet, 1,209 square feet on this unit here. And it's going for $410,000 they have it listed for, which is about right in this building. Because when you're running comparables, you run building by building because every building is different. It's not like a subdivision when you're gonna run comps in the whole neighborhood and things like that. You go building by building when you're shopping for a condo to seeing, because every building is different. But this one's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, you have that bonus. They were actually listed in 430, I think 430 or 435, and they dropped the price down to 410. Obviously it's vacant, so they do want to get it sold, but this one's listed for 410,000. Now the HOA, remember HOA fees are different building by building. Now you saw the amenities that this building offers. Concierge, the valet, the media room, the pool, the workout, the gym. There's other things that they do as well too. They have community events and things like that. But the HOA for this unit is $750 a month, right? $750. So there's a dollar amount per square foot, and that's how each unit is. So that dollar amount, it's in the cents. It could be like 62 cents per square foot or 63 cents per square foot. And that dollar amount, that is how they come up per unit based on the square footage of what your HOA is gonna be, right? So this one is $750 a month. And that HOA includes, of course, all the amenities. It includes the workers that work here. You see the guy down there at the pool, the cleaning ladies every morning. I mean, that's what you're paying for on luxury living. A lot of people say, man, that's way too much, because some neighborhoods you pay maybe $700 for the year or $1,000. And if you're in a master plan community, you're paying $1,000 plus a year for your master plan. Well, the building is different. And again, it just depends on how you see it. But these condos, they sell. These sell, you know, you have younger professionals, single professionals, empty nesters, people in the medical field, people that travel for work, you know, that need to lock and leave. You know, you just, if you're gonna be gone for a couple weeks because of work, you know, you just lock your condo and you're out. You don't gotta worry about anything. So that's the thing about luxury living. At the same time, you do get views. I mean, look at these beautiful views that you get with the high rise. So yes, pros and cons to everything. Of course, you don't have a backyard, but you have all the amenities. You don't have to do any yard maintenance or worry about anything on the exterior of the home. Hurricane comes, fence blows off, roof gets, you don't have to worry about any of that. All that is covered in your HOA. You don't gotta worry about anything on the exterior of the building. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, let me know what you guys think of this building. I'm gonna wanna know your thoughts on the other 2 buildings that we're gonna be seeing today as well too. So make sure to drop a comment, let me know what you think, and let's head to our next one. All right guys, so we're here at our next spot here. This building is in the Galleria. I mean, look how tall that guy is. We're gonna be on the 21st floor, but before we get into it, if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Michael Gonzalez with Living in Houston Today with Michael Gonzalez. My team and I, we help people like yourself that are relocating down here to the Houston area, or if you already reside here and looking for a new home, we help you make your move as smooth as possible. All my contact information is below. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or schedule a Zoom call so we can get all the details and get you prepared, whether it's gonna be now or the next few months. But let's go ahead and let's check this building out. So as you can see on this building here, it goes all the way up. We have valet right here in the front. Valet is a little different than, of course, a lot of the other buildings, meaning every valet company is different. This building has the pool actually right here in the middle, which we'll check out. They do have this mid-rise size over here. And then as you get into the main building, it goes all the way up where you can see all your, and which we're gonna be in the main building. All right guys, so here's the pool area, which is right here in the middle. They do have the grills over here on this side, 2 grills with the cupboard on this side. This building was built in 2000, as the last building was built in 2006. This one's built in 2000. So like I mentioned before, all the amenities and everything's gonna be different building by building. Let me go ahead and get in here. So here is the lobby area. I can get the camera around. You have a lobby area here. And then we're gonna have a little library that they have. There's the concierge on this side right over here. But here's a little library. You can come in, read your books, do some work right here in this area. And again, concierge will be right here to the right. That's where they take all your packages and everything there. We already saw the valet. So now we'll be heading to the fitness center, which is right here. We'll check out. So here's their fitness center. This fitness center is located on the first floor. Looks like they got some new machines in here. Treadmill. Of course, here is your machine weights there. Some dumbbells over there. This is the gym, right? A little different than the last building we saw. Here's the sauna. It looks like they just have a little yoga room over here. So, as you can see here, of course, like everything, you have the mirrors, you have the windows, so you don't have a view of anything when you're working out, but hey, it's a gym, right? You're in the Galleria. There's also, again, defeats kind of the purpose if you're paying for your gym, but of course there's many gyms around as well too. So if you're a big gym freak and you like to be in it and you want all those free weights and everything, but you know, you have it where it gets the job done, especially, you know, if you just need to get some cardio in, come down, lift a couple weights. I mean, you have everything right here. Wake up, you come straight down, here's your gym. So now let's head up to, they do have the, before we head up, the business center over here. Little computer setup, printer, things like that. So, let's go ahead and head up to the unit now. All right, so we're in the elevator. This building has 30 floors. We're going to 21 right now. Love how they have the mirrors, but the other thing is that the last building, you needed a fob to scan up to your floor, right? Which is for security purposes. The last building, you only have access to the floor that you live on. You can't go to any floor, right? Versus this one, you just have to scan your fob to get in the elevator. Then you can go up to any floor. But, so those are just kind of the small differences, right, on the security. All right, so the building, or the unit is actually, right when you come off the elevators, it's gonna be right here to your left on the 21st floor. So as we enter here, of course, this is gonna go to living, but right here to the right is where we have the first bedroom and your first full bathroom here. So the reason there is a door here, which this one has a stand-up shower, is because this would also be for your guest. So this bathroom's for your guest, as it's connected to this bedroom here that you can go in as well with this door. But this is the first bedroom. Oh, the specs on this one, right? So the specs on this one, 2 bedrooms, 1196 square feet. And the price, well, I'll tell you the price in just a second, right? Remember the last one had 2, 2.5. This one's a 2.2. This one's 1196 square feet. So you do have a walk-in closet here. You actually can add more shelves up top. I would add one like this same one right here too. But yeah, I would definitely add something up there for more space. You always need closet space, right? So here's the bedroom, the guest bedroom. Good high ceilings. And what's cool on this one is that you do have access to the balcony as well. which we'll check out in a second, but you do have access to it as well, directly from your bedroom. But now we'll head out to the living area. So you can see the chandelier here. So you would have your dining right here. There we go. So dining right there in that middle area. Looks like they updated the countertops, little backsplash there. Of course, your standard stove, microwave, fridge. They've added this here, this little wine fridge here too. But this is your living area. Right there with, of course, the views. So now if we come over here, again, this building was built in 2000. But here's your laundry with your water heater, laundry. At least it's not, you know, it's down so you can put two big ones or one big one. But now we'll head to the, before we go outside, we'll head to the primary bedroom on this side. So here's your primary. You also have a door going out to the balcony. Of course, the balcony is all the one big balcony, but you have access to go out to it here. Give you another view over here. So you saw that view. Here's this angle. Of course, ceilings are pretty decent. 8-foot doors. Those are probably 10-foot doors on the glass here. And then here is the primary bathroom. You got 2 sinks, shower tub combo, as the other bath had a stand-up shower. And then we have walk-in closet, right? Decent sized walk-in closet. Again, you live in a condo, but you still have a decent sized walk-in closet. And if you're asking about my little man bag here, I have it just because I have, of course, my keys, water in there. It just makes it easier for me versus putting everything in my pockets. If you're wondering, I know you see this in the video. All right, so let's head outside. So with this view here, we're facing south. We're facing south. Of course, they do have units that face, let's go ahead and go outside. So we're facing south here. So this is Highway 59 right here. There's the medical center right over there. That's where we just were. It's about a 10-minute drive, not too far. Everything's close. When you live in the city, everything's close. So about 10 minutes. Well, right now, there's no traffic either. Of course, all this would be traffic during traffic hour in the Galleria area. But if you notice, see the balcony, they connect. So that's the primary bedroom. There's your guest bedroom. The closet is just storage space, but you do get this big size balcony. I mean, it's pretty big, you know? So if you have people over hanging out, it's a good sized balcony. Now, one question you may have that some people do have is, can you put a barbecue pit out here? You can't. You cannot put barbecue pits out. Of course, it's just fire hazard, safeties. You can't be grilling out here. That's why they have the standard grills down there on all buildings. I haven't seen a building where you can grill on your balcony. I mean, there may be some, but for the most part, you can't, just for the fire safety of the building, fire here, you know, that's a no-no on the buildings like that. But we're facing south here. On this building, if you notice from the front, I mean, you have views that can go east, you have views that face downtown, or even that face west as well. So it just all depends. So this particular unit is facing south, but when we're out looking for units specifically for you, we would be seeing, of course, what's most important to you, whether it's a certain way you're looking, your view, of course, and then all the other little things as well, amenities, pricing, and all that too. But this one is facing south. I'd just like to just give you just a quick real feel, of course, if you were living here. And yes, you do hear the traffic now, but when you close the door, When you close the door, I mean, you can hear that motorcycle that just went by, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet, right? But you know, you live in the city, so that's, but it's not too loud. It's nothing crazy. It's just normal traffic. Now, the HOA on this unit here. So the HOA is $811 a month. Remember, a month. I think the last unit we saw was $750. This is $811. You saw the amenities that this building offers. The pool in the middle, you have the 2 grills, little library, you have a business center, the valet guy that was there right now, and let's see, of course your gym as well too, right? But $811. And again, on my last video that I shot regarding pros and cons of high-rise living, I go over HOA, you know, because depending on the building, older the building, usually the cost a little higher on the maintenance. But again, we're not gonna get into that. You can watch that other video on the pros and cons. But this unit, $811 a month per the HOA. So not only do you have your monthly mortgage, but you have your HOA payment that you pay for. But again, lock and leave, you have the views, you're on the 21st floor. So that's just a trade-off when you live in a luxury high-rise building. Now, on both buildings that we saw so far, they have condos that are, these are 2 bedrooms that we've seen, but they have 1 bedrooms as well. Of course, those 1 bedrooms could be in the high 200s. 1 bedrooms could go up as well too to the 300s, just depending on the square footage and depending on the building. But all buildings usually are gonna have, of course, your smaller units that could be in the the high 200s and even up to the million. I mean, the last building we have, there's a unit in there, it's a 3-bedroom, it's in the penthouse for over $1 million, right? But it's a huge, I mean, you have like over, I think, 3,000 square feet on that. So, but just different, it all just depends on you and what you're looking for, and then that's what myself and my team will help you find if you're looking for a luxury high-rise condo. But drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think on this one as we head to our next one. So we're at our 3rd building we're looking at. This one's located in Midtown. You can see the cool Midtown sign behind me, but this is the building right here we're gonna be looking at. This building, one of the cool amenities it has the pool on the 15th floor there. So at night, I mean, right there in downtown, you can see downtown views all lit up. But let's go in, let's check it out. Also, you don't wanna miss, because at the end I'm gonna show you a lot what's around here if you're living in Midtown or maybe at this building here. So let's check it out. All right guys, so we're here at our 3rd building. This one, the lobby's right here. You're gonna see the concierge is right here. It's 24 hours. And we're gonna be going up to the amenities. So this building is located in Midtown, which I will show you what's around here shortly. Once we tour, we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna show you, so you don't wanna miss out on that. So the first thing we're going to is gonna be they call this the view deck. So we're gonna go see the amenities first. There's a view deck, there's a pool on the 15th floor, which awesome views, which we're gonna check out. But at this building, they do not have a gym. So no gym here. All right, so this is the terrace. It looks like it's open from 6 a.m. to midnight. But this is the terrace here. Let me show you a little view. This is not the pool area, but this is just one of the terraces. So you have a little sitting area, water fountain. Of course, there's units that actually stay on this floor here that have access to this. And there's a barbecue pit and your fire pit. But again, this building is located in Midtown. All the buildings that we've seen, well, the first, the second, and this 3rd unit, they're all close together, which we'll talk about some details next. But let's go ahead and let's head up to the pool, which is gonna be on the very top floor on the 15th floor. So let's head there now. So this building only has 15 floors as the others had 25 plus. But we're going up to the pool area on the top floor, which you guys are gonna like.
15.
All right, so here is the pool area. All right, so we're in the pool area now. So this building, again, located in Midtown. And as you can see, right when we come up, you're gonna have views right away out here. So over there, that's the medical center, the Galleria. This is all Midtown. There's a CVS right here. Also all right here, down this little strip, which we'll go down in a second. But there's a Russo's Pizza right there. There's a Crepes, you can see people down there. There's a Crepes little shop down there. There's a coffee shop. There's a bar here, restaurant. There's also a Cyclone Mexican restaurant right down here. A Starbucks right over here. And then this is, of course, right here in downtown. So this is your pool area. Little, you can lay out, be in the water here, cushions. But at night, this is really awesome views here. Here's your little pool. Of course, it's not a lap pool, just something to get in, get wet, hang out. This is Highway 45 right here. So 45 right here in Midtown. And then over here, another little hot tub, some tables, little fire pit over here. And they do have a grill up here too. So the grill right over here. So they do have a grill over here. But, you know, so with this building, the HOA, which we'll go over, we're gonna go see the unit now that's on the 7th floor. But this is their main amenity, is the pool area. They do not have valet. They do have the 24-hour concierge, and no gym. So this is your main amenity here. Of course, you're right in Midtown. I'm gonna show you what's all around here in a second. But let's go ahead and let's go check out the unit. All right, guys, so we're here in the unit. It's on the 7th floor. This is 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 1884 square feet. So, and this building reminds me more like a New York style, New York vibes. You have the brick wall here. To the right here, you're gonna have your full bathroom, which will be for your guest and for the bedroom downstairs, because the second bedroom is gonna be upstairs, which is really cool. So you have that loft style. But here's your full bathroom, shower tub combo. Look at that. Right there, it doesn't hit the toilet, right? This is gonna be the bedroom, which we'll check out, but I wanted to take you guys down this hallway. So this is the hallway. And if you notice, here is a fixture where your dining table would be right here in the middle. But here's the first bedroom. This is the guest bedroom. Like, look at the exposed pillars, exposed ceilings, the ductwork. I mean, very, you know, industrial. And then in this bedroom, here's your closet here. And they put a little mural downtown. That's the stadium. It was Minute Maid. It's called Dakin. It's an AC company, but no longer Minute Maid Park. Anyways, mirror there, so you have access to your full bath here through this bedroom here. Now let's check out the kitchen, which is right here. Of course, they have a nice island with the cabinets under. This one looks like it has been remodeled. Backsplash, of course, new sink. Look at this sink, that's a nice sink. Right, under mount. And there's your fridge. Now this would be your living area, but look at these ceilings. These ceilings go all the way up. Look at that. Actually, let's go ahead and roll up the shades here. It's automatic with this remote here. So you have automatic shades, which a lot of these units in this building they have that as well. All right, and finished. So now we have your living area. Of course, you would want to put your TV on the wall, couch here, little sofas, floor lamp, but this is your view here of downtown. Right here in Midtown, you get these downtown views, which we'll check out in a second once we go on the balcony. But look, check this out. So the industrial style, look at the staircase, metal staircase going up here, which is really cool. So this is where your primary bedroom would be. So 1884 square feet, because you also have, see the concrete floors? You also have this landing area here. Most of the people that use this landing area more for like an office space, put your desk there, computer, you could put a little sofa, or this could be a little second living area. You could put a TV here too, but you're right here. This is your TV area. But you can use this as a second landing area, or your office space. Looks like they made it into a little room, or open like studio style loft room. They put a bed here because you have a closet here too with little shelves and racks for clothes. Or just a second closet. They could have used it that way too. Here's your side-by-side washer. Now here's your primary. So you come up here, you see the bath there, landing area. Here is your primary. It's a little dark right now because this ceiling fan couldn't get the light on with this remote here. But this is your primary bedroom. Here's the exposed pillar in this unit. So one thing to note is depending on which unit you get in this building, just like the first building, the exposed pillars are only in certain units because of the way it's built. They have that pillar running all the way through that floor. So some floors may not have this floor or this pillar here. But here's your closet. Sorry, it's a little dark, but it's a walk-in closet. Is there a light here? There we go. So there's your walk-in closet there. This, they look like they put a TV here, right here, put a swivel on it. But this is your walk-in closet. Now we'll head to the bathroom here. So they renovated this. You have the 2 sinks, they added the mirrors, new lights. It looks like at one point there was a tub here. They removed the tub and it's just an open space now. They removed the tub, closed off the drain, and you have this stand-up shower. So this is a pretty big bathroom, a lot of space. Put of course a little shelf there, but there's a lot of space in here that you could use. I don't know what for, but there's just a lot of space that I feel like it's not being used. Look at all this toilet space here in your small little closet. So let's go check out the balcony now. Look at the view here as you're coming out of your primary bedroom or the loft. You have all this natural light, and especially at night when the buildings are lit up, I'm sure it looks really, really nice. But here's your balcony. Of course, your balcony's not too big, just a little balcony. They all have the same balconies. But you can come out here, just relax, get some fresh air. Right here in Midtown, but I'm gonna show you, because right down here, it's called Christian's Tailgate. They're really known for their burgers, but they have like bar food, wings, stuff like that. So, if you're a person that likes to be right in the action, you're right here, especially in Midtown. You have Christian's Tailgate, there's a Cyclone and Ice, there's Midtown Park right here. You're right here in the heart of everything. Of course, there's bars and things around here as well too. So if that's what you're looking for, this might be for you as well. Now let's talk pricing. Pricing on this unit and the HOA. What is the HOA on this thing? Well, you're not gonna believe what it is. All right, so the pricing on this unit, it's going for $395,000 on this unit here. Of course, there's units that are higher, there's some units that are lower. If it's a one bedroom, it's gonna be a little bit lower. But $395,000, they actually just did a $25,000 price reduction. Now the HOA fee for this unit, well, this unit, you're not gonna believe what it is, it's $948 a month. You might be saying, wow, that's more than the other two buildings that we saw. Yes, it is. $948. The amenity you have is, of course, the pool on the 15th floor, and you have that little terrace that on the 5th floor that we saw first. No valet. You do have concierge. Also security, just like on the other buildings, you do have a key fob that you have to get in. So once you get in the elevator from the lobby, like majority of the buildings, you have to scan your fob for security purposes to get up to that floor. But this unit, $395,000. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this building? Think of the location, think of the unit. You know, you can see the difference in the buildings. The three buildings that we saw today, you can see the difference in the units, of course, the location, pricing as well. But let's go downstairs. I want to show you what's around here as well too in this Midtown area. So let's go ahead and let's check that out. All right, guys, so we just finished touring the unit. I wanted to come down here, show you what's around here. So as we started earlier in the video, this is Midtown Park. They have little performances here. There's actually a dog park right here, right behind me, a little dog park area. Right here, there's a place called, you can see there's people eating. It's called La Calle Tacos. They serve tacos. They have a full bar, alcohol, drinks right here. And also there's a CVS right here. Again, this is Midtown. This is the heart of Midtown. So as you can see, you know, there's pretty busy traffic. And this is the building that we just saw right over here. But this is another popular Tex-Mex restaurant right here called Cyclone Anaya's. There's a restaurant right here as well, Josephine's, that's a new restaurant. There is a Rosso's Pizza right here you can see. And then as you keep going down, there's a Crepes, a Coco Crepes, there's a coffee shop. I mean, there's just a lot of things down here. As you keep going, there's gonna be some other bars. Now, if you like to go out, like to go out to the bars, watch games, see that. I mean, you're right here in Midtown, those are the heart. I mean, there's so many bars around here. Of course, you can walk there. You can take a quick 2-minute Uber there, but you're Midtown, you're in the heart of everything right here. The other place, so the building's right here as we saw, and if you notice, you have Cyclone Anaya's right here, and it has nice outdoor patio seating right here too. And then this is the building that we just saw right here. So you would enter through this little alleyway and go in. But right over here at the bottom corner, where it says best burger in town, that's Christmas Tailgate. They're known for their burgers, right? They're known for their burgers. And there's a couple of them around town. There's one there, there's one in, of course, in Upper Kirby as well too. But this is Midtown, guys. You know, this is Midtown. I wanted to show this one to you guys as well, just because of the location. So just like anything, there's pros and cons to everything. So when you're looking for your next luxury mid-rise or high-rise condo, or mid-rise, because there's some mid-rises around here. Obviously, I can't show you all the buildings, right? But there's a lot of things to consider when you're looking for that place to call home. As you notice in some of these buildings, the amenities are different, HOAs are different, pricing's different. So it all comes down to what is best for you. And that's what I'm here to do, show you what's around, give you all the ins and outs as well too. So drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think of these 3 buildings that we saw today. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, schedule a Zoom call. I would love to help you, of course, find that next condo, luxury high-rise that you can call home. And if you like this video, make sure to check out the pros and cons of luxury high-rise living. And if you already saw that one, then you want to see this video right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.